DIY traps. Ray gun. We just change the station when you're lost in light rotation. You're not fast enough to keep up with us. Ray gun. We just change the station when you're lost in light rotation. You're not fast enough to keep up with us. Ray gun. We just change the station with your broken reputation. You're not fast enough to keep up with the girls. Seen enough to be done in Nevadaville.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Highwire's Tuesday shows. I am Brian. I'll be your host for tonight. Very excited for a great hour of comedy here. Comedy and shenanigans and mayhem and all those good things. Just remind you that we're here Monday, Tuesday, and Sunday. We have just a little bit of time left here in season 19. It is wrapping up. Season 20 starts soon. And most excitedly, season 20 in Baltimore will, fingers crossed, all be in the new Highwire Center. Well, no, it will be. It's just a whether or what date. We're not going to have shows elsewhere. We're confident we'll be open next month. It's just a matter of which day. Drywall's getting delivered Friday. That's today's exciting news. But if you know someone in the Baltimore City Permits office, call them and tell them to approve our permit. Approve our permits. We're so close. It's so much fun refreshing government websites to see if people have done their jobs. That's where we are right now. But you know, that's not important, because what's important are these two fantastic people who are going to come on the screen in a moment to do some improv for you. Please welcome to the stage, Tabula Rasa. Wait, that's not Bela. That's not Bela.
That's not Bela, yes. So today, Tabula Rasa is Taj and not Bela, also known as Rick Horner. Thank you so much for filling in, Rick.
Yeah, glad to be here. Thanks, Taj.
And by the way, when you guys are all in one space, you won't be all in one space because you're also going to be virtual still, right?
Yes, virtual will not end.
Brian, could we please have something that would be fun to interview someone about?
Oh,
a topic that they're an expert on.
Beekeeping.
Beekeeping, thank you. Well, welcome to Beekeeping Anonymous, or Not So Anonymous, actually. We're working on the name. Today I have the expert on beekeeping of the Connecticut area, and his name is Irving Snodgrass. Welcome, Irving.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad to be here.
Well, be here. I know, I saw what you did there, yes. Well, it's a pleasure to be here with you, too. Why don't we start by talking about what interested you primarily initially about our best friend, the bee?
Well, thank you so much for asking, Lauren. The bee is an interesting creature because, like plumbers, it finds its way into situations and places one wouldn't normally think that that type of creature would be.
Oh, you say that word a lot, I see. Well, yes. Well, that's a wonderful thing to be doing, and that's a wonderful start. Yes, they are unexpected creatures. And what else do you like about bees?
Well, the bee is made of multiple parts, 3. There's the head, there's the abdomen, and then there's the thorax. Most human beings are made up of more parts than that. So the simplicity of their design, I think, makes them an interesting creature, especially when you find them in an unexpected place, someplace you wouldn't think that they would be.
So they don't have legs or wings then? The ones you've been studying?
No, the ones that I've been studying don't. Most of the more popular bees do not. The more fearful bees have to have appendages like wings and legs and things like that to get around. But your average, common, fearless bee is just those 3 parts.
All right. And how do they get around without those particular appendages?
Just with help.
Oh, I see. So you are not only a bee studier, keeper, you're also a bee helper.
Yes, it's my job to make sure that bees get around and get to places they wouldn't otherwise.
All right. Well, we'll be back with more in just a minute with our beekeeper friend.
Surprise!
Honey.
Happy birthday!
You got me more honey.
I know how much you like it. I'm going to slather some on your face.
Mm. Oh, clover.
I went all out.
Oh, a little in the eye there.
Sorry about that.
That's
But
good for the
happy
eyeballs
29th.
too.
Yeah.
Happy 29th. I wonder what you're going to get me for our 30th.
It's not really a surprise.
Mm.
Um, I've been thinking a lot, and this isn't really working for me, Diane.
Oh, you mean the honey? Is there too much honey involved in our relationship?
It's not the honey. It's more you.
You're supposed to say it's not you, it's me.
Right, when that's applicable.
Wait. Are you saying that you want out?
I mean, not before we have cake, to be clear. But yes.
But we just bought the new house and signed the whole mortgage, 30 years.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear former sweetheart. Happy birthday to you.
I didn't want to have to do this, but the alarm system includes a cage and a lot of lasers that you can't get past, and you are trapped here now. You're in my hive.
Uh, this is terrible.
Terrible. Well, maybe for you, but at least now I know you're not going to leave.
Look, it's not working. That's the only reason that I want to leave. I wanted to have a nice night with you, and then, that's it. I mean, doesn't every story have an ending?
All right, let me turn off the alarm system and we can discuss this like two adults, I suppose.
Thank you.
Yes, now you're out of the cage. You see, I'm reasonable.
Yes, but I'm covered in poison darts.
All right, are you feeling ill?
Yeah, I don't feel well at all.
Those poison darts were full of honey.
Ugh, I don't feel well at all.
It's supposed to be good for you.
Happy birthday. Ugh.
Oh, too much poison honey darts. Oh, Mr. Snodgrass, here we are again.
That's the story. And I'm
Yes,
sticking
yes,
to it.
yes. And so I've been really, really curious to ask you about this strangely shaped hive in your backyard. Now, can you tell
Oh,
us about that?
yes, thank you, Laura, for asking. I built a hive because, like the bee, I feel that humans are creatures of habit. We create we secrete a gelatinous fluid that allows us to be attracted to each other in a manner of speaking.
That's true. That's true. Have you ever considered devolving into a bee?
Well, I would if I could, Laura.
Because there is research being done, and I could give you some links, those little earls that fly around. And
Well, I would be most interested to find out, but for now, when bad things happen, off to the hive I go.
I see, I see. Yes, and so it fits you as well as the bees.
Oh, yes, I made it human size so that I could be in there with the bees.
Oh, everything is good to be when you're with bees, isn't it?
Yes, I secrete a fluid that makes them like me, I'd like to say. I mean, I don't actually, to be clear, I don't secrete. It's a manner of speaking I'm working on.
I see, I see.
Yeah.
And do the bees tell you that they enjoy this process?
In a way, yes. They don't have wings or legs, but I feel like the way they gyrate their thorax, they're letting me. It's a sign of, replying in the affirmative.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'm glad
Yes.
you're getting consent from the bees.
Yes, I feel it's important. Otherwise, I mean, aren't we all just animals?
True, true. Well, it's been wonderful having you on the show. And is there any last words that you'd like to share with our viewing audience?
Yes, well, you know how I feel about festooning. I'm trying to promote festooning across the world. Bees festoon by joining their arms together, and when they fly in a pattern. I'm looking to do Hands Across America too, this time where everyone grabs each other's arms all around the world, including in the more wet places like the Atlantic Ocean, just to see what happens.
And will there be any secretion involved?
Why, yes, there will, Laura. There
Oh,
always is.
wonderful, wonderful. Thanks again, Irving.
Thanks for having me. Third floor, please. Thank you.
Are you here for the interview too?
Yeah,
I really hope I get this one. I mean, it's getting pretty dire in my place, my home.
really.
Yeah. We're having to eat Pop-Tarts, just Pop-Tarts,
Oh, oh wow.
and they're stale.
Wow, I'm really sorry to hear that.
So, if you could just try a little less hard to impress people when you go in, that would be a really, real, that would be a solid that you could do me.
Uh, oh, can you hit three again? It seems like we've stopped. Oh,
No, nothing.
oh
What do
boy.
you think? Should we hit the emergency button?
I hate to hit an emergency button.
Yeah, we don't want to be in trouble or
No,
anything.
I feel like people panic too quickly. They freak out
Yeah.
and start eating each other.
Oh,
So,
that's an idea. Well, tell me about yourself. How did you end up wanting to apply for this very, very specialized job?
oh, well, I could give you my elevator speech. My name's Al Jolson. I'm a city mechanic. I work on mechanical objects that function in the city's sewer system. Therefore, because this is a specialized job using specialized tools, specifically looking at the city's sewer system and upgrades to it, I think I'm eminently qualified as I've had multiple years' experience and therefore would do a good job for you.
Oh my God, have you been listening in to my practices for this interview? I mean, the name is different, but word for word, everything else.
Uh, no, I didn't bug your phone or whatever other thing you're accusing me of.
I, I don't understand. I mean, it is the same job and all, but even your syntax, everything, the way you emphasize certain words, it's all the same.
There's there's a reason for that, Louise.
How did
I,
you know my name?
because I'm not Al Jolson. I'm actually you from the future.
Did I get the job?
You did, Louise. You got the job, but it only made you sad, and the Pop-Tart eating didn't stop.
Oh, well, with more money, I thought we could actually have some protein once in a while.
That was the beginning of the end for us.
Oh, what do you suggest I do then?
I would go in and bomb the interview. Make sure they don't select you no matter what.
Are you Al Jolson wearing a mask to look like me under the Al Jolson mask you just took off?
Hey, let me check. Oh, yep, I am. Sorry
Ah,
about that.
I saw through
Sorry,
that one,
sorry
but
about
it
that.
still doesn't explain what is going on here.
Yeah, I set up that mask thing. There's no other.
You're a bee.
Mm,
Oh my God,
mm,
you're gonna sting me, and I'm deathly allergic.
mm. Hi, and welcome back to Consent. Today we have a special guest with us, Dr. Schreier. Dr. Schreier is a specialist in willing consent. And Dr. Schreier, you say that consent doesn't need to be said out loud. It's all done by body language, specific body movements. Can you tell us a little more about it?
Well, would you like it in a verbal answer or a body movement answer?
Oh, I'd prefer a body movement answer, Doctor.
All right.
Wow. So as children, we're actually programmed to learn that certain things are okay and certain things are not okay. Wow. Very effective, doctor. You know, the work that you've done in the Mid-Atlantic region feels groundbreaking, but I know that you've said in words that you are following the path of some very specific progenitor of this idea, this body movement, it means consent idea.
That would be Elvis Presley, yes.
Lovely. Can you tell us a little more?
Well, if you study any film or videos that still exist of Mr. Presley's gyrations, you can tell that there is actually a whole language that has been invented through body movement, and he was the first one to do that. And we've built on it. We've expanded the vocabulary, but it's all due to that wonderful man.
Can you tell us something that he said that maybe people never noticed that he said before?
Well, here we go.
Wow. So Jailhouse Rock isn't that we're outside and everyone's inside the prison. They're the ones that are truly free.
Exactly. You are very good at interpreting this language.
Wow.
You've done
Well,
your homework for the interview.
I sure have. We'll be right back with more of Dr. Schreier after this commercial break.
Sometimes, I think we probably could communicate better, you and I. I mean, if you were to ever open your mouth and words were to come out, dearest, instead of just those bubbles. I think maybe it was a mistake for me to get married to a goldfish. I thought he'll never leave, even if he only has a short lifespan, I could always just get another and pretend it was the same one. But I long for conversation. I long for something more than just all day. Well, you are more attentive than any of my other boyfriends have been. I think actually, most of the time I'm pretty happy with you. Yes. Oh, you said you love me. Yes, and you wish that we could kiss, if not for the bowl. Maybe I could put my lips up to the bowl and you could come to the edge of the glass and we could actually. Oh, oh, I'm sorry. Did I upset you? Yes, it is a little bit soon. We've only been married for a month. We can work up to that, all right? I hope you liked the name I gave you. I wasn't sure if it was your given name or, you know, fishy. I thought that would be a safe bet. Hmm. Maybe you don't like me after all.
Back it up. You got room. So come back another. Whoa, 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 whoa! Stop, 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 stop! Whoa, whoa! All right, you're good. All right, we can get the stuff out of the back from here.
Oh, I was a little confused. I thought we were continuing that interview.
Huh?
Oh, I'm mixing you up with someone else. Never mind. Uh, you want me to carry the other end of that?
Yeah. Can you bring it in?
Here.
Thanks. Just set it right here. Don't bother those two.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Oh, you can just leave it right there. Thank you so much. Sorry about that. We're upgrading the digs here so that everything looks a little bit better. Again, we're back here with Dr. Schreier, who's telling us just a little bit more about consent. Can you tell us how you feel about people maybe bringing items in, while you're being interviewed?
This one I think I want to handle with words. I know
Okay.
it's sort of a departure from the interview so far, but I'm feeling kind of mussed up, sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Enraged, when there's construction going on in the studio right at the exact time that I'm getting my 15 minutes of fame, it makes me feel miffed, if I may say so.
Miffed.
Maybe
Wow,
even
that's a great word.
bedraggled or something. That's not the
Wow.
word. Yes, miffed and bedraggled, I think is right.
Wow, those are really great words. I think Shakespeare said it best. The language is the thing.
Yes, yes, and a rose by any other name wouldn't really matter.
Right.
Yes. So, so anyway, what else would you like to know about consent?
Well, I'm just wondering. It seems as though if I Googled you properly, you've had a series of relationships on your own. Not to, I hate to bring in the personal, but it seems as though you've had a lot of relationships with a lot of very big name, famous celebrities that don't seem to last very long. I wonder if you would feel comfortable talking about that, Dr. Strong.
Well, it's interesting that you said on my own because these celebrities were not actually aware of the relationships, but they still are very fulfilling for me. I mean,
Got it.
I've been married 14 times and never had a groom actually show up for the marriage ceremony, but
Wow.
I consented and there was no negative what would be the opposite of consent?
Malcontent?
Dissent?
Dissent.
Deodorant. There was no deodorant involved.
Yeah.
So, yes, the scent was lovely every time. Lavender, yes.
The scent of lavender.
Yes, so I feel I've had 14 successful marriages.
Lovely. Well, we'll be right back. We have a commercial for Right Guard. We'll be back after that.
Mr. Blumenthal, I presume.
Yes, I have a four of clubs I'd like to play. I started a game last night and everyone left. And I just kept my cards in my hand and brought them in here to the bank. And I thought, well, I'll finish my hand here at the bank.
Oh, you should keep those cards a little closer to your chest, I think.
Hmm.
Everyone knew you had such a winning hand that they departed.
Hmm. Well, I'd like to make a withdrawal.
All right. Do you want to incorporate these cards into the withdrawal in some way?
Yes, please. I'd like to remove the ace of diamonds.
All right.
And I would like a black five of some kind, either a club or a spade.
How about a $50 bill?
That's fine.
And you'll just have to take that as a deduction from your account, of course. I can't just give you the 50.
Well, that's fine. I mean, you know me. You'll do the paperwork, I assume, and all
Yes,
the
yes.
right things will.
Yes, yes. Anything else you need, sir?
I was thinking about exchanging one of the other cards, but if I tell you what it is, you'll know what my hand is. So I'd like to use code if that's okay.
Yes, I think that's best.
Great. The astronaut who seems to have fallen in the burlap rum is going to need a jostling.
This is very rare. Yes, I think we
Thank you
do
so
have
much.
some kroner here for you. A whole bag of kroner.
Thank you so much. And I'll be back later when I'm underwater.
Oh,
Thank
you
you.
don't want rupees now? Would you like some rupees?
No rupees for me. I'm driving.
All right then. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. What a day.
Yes, the demonstration did not go as planned.
It did not?
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Oh man, what a mess.
I mean, we did prove a point, but I think the point was rather proven with violence rather than non-violence, as our name,
Right.
suggests.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, I got stuck because the person I was interviewing, like they were going on and on and on about like body language and stuff like that.
I
Yeah.
see. I see.
So I'm sorry. I mean, that's why I brought fast food. I figured I don't want to show up with nothing. I know it's not much of a dinner, but
Well, let's see. We I learned some things earlier today, before the whole debacle happened with the bees and the nonviolence becoming violence.
Yeah.
I wanted to tell you that bees use protractors.
They do.
Yes.
I never knew that.
Yes, I never knew this before either.
Wow. Whatever for? Don't tell me. I'm keen to guess. It must be math related, so let my mind
Yes.
ponder that.
Yes, yes. I mean, well, oh, you don't want me to tell you. All right, then I won't.
I did find out in my interview, I was not expecting this. Wait do you hear this? Yeah. And not just this, but this.
You mean Al Jolson was one of the originators of the Elvis pelvis thing?
Yes. Not everyone knows that, but
Oh my
that's what.
goodness.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm so glad you've turned me on to this new way of communicating because our relationship has never been better, honey. You know, when I was
Yep.
that was what I was just going to say.
Really?
Yes, we are so psychically connected, you know. You want to know about, of course, my interview this morning with that beekeeping gentleman,
I can't wait to hear.
Irving Snodgrass. Yes, and
Yeah.
what I was about to say was he was a very interesting fellow, but I'm not sure if what he told me was actually quite accurate because he said bees do not have legs or wings or
What?
thoraces, and that they also are very well known in Russia for their ballet.
Wow. I hate to tell you this, but I think you might have interviewed a crackpot.
Oh, that happens to me sometimes. We really need a bigger budget for those people who, fact check and look at people's resumes a little closer.
Absolutely. Yeah. They had
And
to drag my interviewee out.
what happened?
They went into a whole different series of all of this,
Yes.
and then just when we thought it was over, and
Well,
I dialed 911.
what I would have, and did you know what the number was for 911? I've never remembered that one.
I finally remembered.
Hmm. I think what I would have possibly done if that had happened with that would have been,
Oh,
that's very effective in that case.
next time for sure.
All right then. Good night, honey. Thanks for
Good night.
dinner.
Thanks for dinner.
And that's our show.
Hey, it was like Bela was here the whole time. Because Bela also would take many different masks off. Uh, very, very, very fun set. Thank you all. Thank you, Taj. Thank you, not Bela, aka Rick. Good to
Thank
see
you.
you again.
Good to see
Yes, we will see both of you again soon in various forms. We love our people who do multiple teams. So, what a fun set. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. We are going to move right on here to our next duo. More duos. That's what we need. These two, I have likened their show before to sitting in a food court or somewhere or a coffee shop and eavesdropping on the most fun conversation. And that is what is going to happen here. Please welcome to the stage the Charmers duo.
If you wanna be my lover, you have got to give. Taking is too easy.
That's the way it is.
Think about that.
That is it.
That is Michael.
We
We
are.
are Charmers Duo.
Whoa. So
All right.
Brian.
Brian, could we please get a word for inspiration?
Yes, if I was clicking the audio button, it wouldn't come on. Your word, your word is chamois, like a chamois cloth.
Oh.
Chamois. Okay.
Yeah.
When I lived in Arizona, which I lived in for over 18 years, my family, by which I mean my brothers, my dad, and I would do all of our own car maintenance. Literally anything that could be done anything that the book said could be done in under 12 hours. Whether or not it took us 12 hours or less was a different story. And besides oil changes, brake pad, brake disc changes and whatnot, it included cleaning the cars And the first person I ever heard say the word sham or chamois in the context of a cloth was my dad. And the first time he said it, I just thought, that can't be right, but it's my dad, so I'm not going to question it. And I didn't. But it's just this leather-ish cloth that actually does an excellent job at getting every drop of water off. It's called a sham or chamois. And then later, you know, there's the commercials for Sham Wow by the Stop Shop guy. And I thought, okay, this is definitely what people call these. And I remember it also had a cylinder, like this tube you keep it in. You squeeze it, mostly dry it, and then you put it in this tube. So I guess it retains a little moisture, so it's not rock hard the next time you use it. But it's actually, I have kind of fond memories of car maintenance and cleaning with my brothers and my dad. And it makes me realize right now, I've hand washed my car, which I've had 13 years, exactly once. Hand washed.
You really want us to put together all of the baby furniture
I think we can do it.
ourselves.
I think we can do it. Imagine how much we'll save if we you know, if we bought pre-assembled or we get a TaskRabbit person to do it.
Honey, I'm huge.
You can supervise. You can read the instructions to me. The IKEA instructions are picture only. No, not a single word.
You just you realize that you said I read them to you.
You'll describe those pictures to me.
Okay. I mean, I can sit on the floor and hold something steady. I remember in college helping other people put things together, and just like, they're like, hold it steady and it'll make things so much easier. You know, I never have been to an IKEA.
And now you have. And it's amazing, huh?
Today was the first.
And then meatballs.
Yeah, oh, that just does not sound good right now.
Okay, I won't mention them again.
No, you enjoy your meatballs.
I'm excited. Like we created a life. I helped jumpstart it. Let's say I jumpstarted it.
You assisted.
And now, and now we get to do the whole room. I feel like it's symbolic, like we're ramping up to parenting.
I thought puppy was supposed to be ramping up to parenting.
Oh my gosh. Oh, little Edgar. Puppies have a lot of energy. Like a lot of energy.
You've met toddlers, right?
Yes. My favorite thing about toddlers is when they're gonna run. It's that little lean back and then
Propel.
Yeah, just blah.
Oh.
And when a toddler falls, I've learned it's totally trained whether or not they cry when they're hurt. Like,
yeah.
is somebody can come take care of me, or do I just get up and I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna run again?
Well, they'll often like look and check with their adult. Be like,
yeah.
Oh, okay, they don't. Because
Does
if
it
you're
cry?
like, oh, honey, are you okay? Then they'll cry. They're like, oh, I shouldn't be okay. Oh.
Oh, well, I mean, I grew up in Missouri where it was icy in the winter. I
Yeah.
felt them literally hit my head up like a bunch. Like, not hard, but you know, I'm playing in the snow and just what?
I mean, it's not like hard yet. You got some give.
And this is something we're gonna have to deal with. Like setting a model 24 hours a day. Woo!
I know sometimes I complain about her, but I'm really glad that your mom is so close.
Yeah, like what? Like a 9-minute drive. Ugh. So, sometimes she's ringing the doorbell before I see her text. She always announces,
Yeah.
and then there she is.
Crib, changing table.
Yep.
dresser.
You know, before we build the furniture, this is our last chance to do the baby themed wallpaper.
Wallpaper?
Wallpaper. You know,
Well,
you have the pattern, and then you have like the horizontal strip at waist height that has, you know, birds or planes or clouds or stars, and then the pattern continues.
oh, honey, have you ever tried to take off wallpaper?
I've never tried putting up wallpaper.
Removing wallpaper is one of the most annoying things ever to do.
So we just choose something they will never, ever,
Nope.
ever,
Nope.
ever.
Nope. Mm-mm. When's
Okay.
the last time outside of your mom's house you have seen wallpaper?
In high school, I went. No. Okay, hold on. In high school, I got a tour of the White House. That wasn't wallpaper. That's like stretched fabric. Are you familiar with that? Like the red room and the green room. It's weird. I poked it. I don't know if I was supposed to, but I poked it.
You're probably not.
And it gave a little. They literally. Okay, no, literally not outside my mom's house on TV.
Yeah. And you know why she still has wallpaper? Because she put it up 30 years ago and it's horrible to take off.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I think by 2 years old, I realized I didn't like it.
Yeah. No.
You know, a baby's I don't know if I want to say this.
Go for it.
A baby's a decision that is maybe the decision you can't take back.
I mean, there's a lot of decisions you can't take back, but yeah, that's one.
Well, I mean, tattoos you can get removed or modified. Marriage, you can end a marriage. You can quit a job. You can trade your car. Okay, well, babies want to be
Amputation.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, okay.
I mean,
No,
I'm
I've
not
never-
comparing a baby to amputation.
No. I just mean like in terms of things you opt into that you can't then just say, you know what? Even all this furniture, we could be sick of the crib and just get a new crib.
Okay, I'm not going to have you put together a rocking chair. I'm just going to buy one from a furniture store and have it delivered.
Okay.
That's not something I'm gonna mess with.
I feel like you're saying something about my ability to put together furniture.
No, I'm saying something about how I weigh a lot more than a child.
No, that's a good point. I'm not gonna ask.
I'm-
But that's a good point. And then later, it's going to be you and this child who's going to grow. Well, and me. I'll use the rocking chair.
Better. I'm just saying, I need a sturdy, no particle board bullshit.
Oh, that's fair. You know that about IKEA, though, right?
That is particle board, I know.
Yeah, just that. So this crib and the changing table and
And the dresser and ooh, the nightstand and oh god, there's so much.
yeah. Well, that's how it's in a little flat box for cheap.
No, I understand that. No, I am getting a solid wood rocking chair with
Okay.
a rocking ottoman.
Ooh.
I know.
Wait. Are we talking about like rocking or the glider type? Like
The glider type.
Oh, okay. No,
Rocking chair with the glider ottoman.
you can get you can get the gliding chair too.
Whatever. I mean, I know it's going to be as much as like everything
Yeah,
else combined. Don't care.
You don't need to
care.
How are you feeling, by the way? You just had kind of a oh.
Yeah.
I am somewhere on the edge of manic and scared. Is that
Oh, yeah.
scared?
Yeah, absolutely. If you weren't scared, you'd be a cocky asshole.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, every now and then I think it's like, I feel like I'm an adult.
Who often it's more the holy shit, I can't believe I'm an adult.
That's when I go to bed at night, that's kind of how it manifests. It's just like, I did all that today. I gotta give a lot of credit to my mom. Forget about the wallpaper. But well, she still has a rocking chair that she first nursed me in.
Yeah, let's ask her for that.
That would be awesome.
I mean, it's her first grandbaby. She would love to contribute to this room.
Probably have things to say about the IKEA furniture.
No.
You don't
No.
think so?
You know what? Ever since our first apartment together, she learned not to criticize
No,
our places.
Oh my gosh.
She will have opinions. She will not say the opinions.
When I was a kid, I always wanted, like a toddler, I wanted an accent wall, and she always said no. And then when we finally you and I got our place together, we finally had an accent wall. And yeah.
Oh, yeah. That one wall is very easy to repaint.
Right. There we go. That's a decision you can change your mind on.
Exactly. It's more the
repaint
moving of the everything out of the way that's the annoying part about repainting.
Well, and then the great thing about all the IKEA furniture is if we don't like where we put it in the room, it's a baby and the furniture's light enough. We can just move anything we want.
We are not moving the baby in and the crib in the crib.
Okay, yeah. I didn't mean like literally slide the crib while they're sleeping. But yeah, I was like, maybe just changing table here to start. And the crib here to start. And the bottle warmer here on the end table. And I don't know. Oh my gosh. It's awesome that we have a spare room. But it's not spare anymore.
When we got this place, we knew.
We know.
I mean, we did not need a guest room and an office.
True.
So, baby room, and then the office now has a pull-out sofa.
Works for me.
Works. If anyone wants to stay with us, they can sleep on a pull-out sofa.
Yeah, it's kind of exciting having this blank slate. Like, yeah, we already purchased the furniture, but we can choose where it goes. We can change the bedding colors.
Okay. We've made a choice not to find out the sex.
Right. And
but this room is not going to be yellow.
It's a nice warm color.
No yellow. Green, great.
Like
if we want cream with one purple wall and one green wall, like great. But
I didn't even think about that. Different colored walls, ceiling.
Just because every time they're like, we are not telling the sex of the baby, and then everything that people give is then yellow. I really don't like the color yellow.
Yeah, I don't get where that comes from. Is yellow neutral?
It's neutral, and somehow yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Just
But going back, this is symbolic. We choose the color of the room. We have chosen the furniture. We're not doing wallpaper. We're going to build the furniture. We're going to decide where the furniture goes. And then we're going to spend the rest of our lives molding a young, relatively speaking, a young person.
Okay. Just remember that they're molding us too. You mold, you don't control. my dad had difficulty accepting that I was not who he thought his daughter would be.
You know, I was the third.
Yeah.
And I got the impression my mom didn't care. Like, I mean, she took care of me, she loved me, but it's just like, you're not going to soccer practice today? Fine.
Well, no, that was kind of like, you said you wanted to do soccer, we paid for soccer, so you're going to soccer. But
I said a lot of things that I liked that, no, I didn't.
it wasn't until after 7th grade, or like in 7th grade, because all the way even through 6th grade, I did softball. I was so bad. I was so bad. I hated it. Because it was through the park district, they had, oh, okay, no, I'm good. They had to have people they had to let people in at least every other inning. I was in exactly every other inning. It wasn't till in 7th grade that I finally told my dad, no, I'm not doing this anymore. I had hated it always. But he had an idea of this is who his child was going to be.
Okay, no, not us. That's
no.
What I do worry is I have ideas that I'm not even aware I have. Like, I know they're not even born, but I'm already thinking about college.
That's good.
I know, but what if they say they don't want to go to college? Like, never mind the major.
No, okay. By that's good, I mean starting a savings account is good. Compound interest for 18 years is good.
Einstein had a quote about that, right? Didn't he say that there is magic in the world and the magic's compound interest? I'm very much paraphrasing, by the way. I think that was Einstein. Anyway, yes.
I don't think I would say that, because it's just math.
It is math, but like it's something you can forget about, and then it's
compound. All of a sudden there's more money.
It's interest on the interest, and then oh my god, college.
And you know what? If they don't want to go to college, then maybe it's a trade school, or maybe it's eventually a down payment on a house. Okay, probably not, because I mean,
yes, that's so far out, but here we are talking about it. Ooh.
Do you know how many of our friends still are paying college loans?
At least half.
Yeah. We're in our 40s. And they're still paying college loans. We're not going to put that on our kid.
Well, and see, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, well, let's say they do want to go to school then, and they do want to become a dentist, which is like, right today, $550,000 for a degree. We're not going to say
that. How do you know
that? Doug, his niece, just finished dental school.
Oh.
And it's $550,000 for 4. Anyway, so even if we're saving, we're not going to have that kind of money. I guess what I'm saying is we can't plan on everything, but we, as you said, what did you say? God don't control? Mold. No, not mold.
I said they mold us as well. It's a joint thing. We don't get to control.
It's really symbiotic, isn't it?
Because I gotta say, I definitely never imagined a kid who's a dentist. Sorry, I have trauma around dentists.
Yeah, the whole chipped. Anyway.
I have not gone at all while being pregnant, because I can't go to the dentist without taking an anti-anxiety, and I'm not supposed to take those. So I just have not gone. Oh,
you kind of can't. Ooh, you're right.
Yeah, I'm good.
You kind of can't take anything right now. Like,
I know.
Even things you wouldn't regulate. In the past, you could. That's what's going to be like once they're born. There's a lot of things we never did, but could have done. kind of wish we had the rocking chair in here right now so you could sit down.
I know. It's okay. It's okay. It's good for me to walk around. Oh,
But there's gonna be so many things that, like we talked about, like, oh, we could finally go see an actual opera. And now we won't be able to because we're gonna have the baby.
you do know that babysitters exist, right?
And my mom's down the street.
And your mom's down the street. I'm not interested in opera, but also we are separate people.
I guess I could go see an opera sometime.
You could see an opera, and guess what? Next time Cyndi Lauper comes through, I know
Oh my god.
she's old, but she's still touring.
Oh, she's got it.
I'm gonna go, and you're just gonna be home that night.
I'm happy to know not everything's gonna change.
Yeah,
But so much is gonna change.
so much. Ooh, oh.
Well, how about I start opening these boxes and we can count how many of those little Allen wrenches we got.
I'm guessing one per box.
Probably.
I think that's how that works. Ooh. I do like that we don't have to deal with the. Ooh, that we don't have to deal with the drill.
Nope, everything's drilled. Ready to
I'm
assemble.
I'm okay with power tools all staying in the garage high up.
High up,
High up.
out of baby reach.
Yeah, I mean, baby will then be toddler and then be child. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. Oh god, that's years from now, but it feels like it's about to happen. I mean, we're talking about it now.
I am glad that we are being intentional parents. We chose this. We
Yes.
planned. It was not an accident when I'm 20 and have no financial savings or know what the fuck we're doing or who we even are as people.
You know what? That's funny because I said I don't know if I feel like an adult, but I feel like we do know who we are as people. And maybe
Know who we are. It's
maybe
just the
that's being an
concept of
adult.
being. It's just a concept of being an adult is weird. Although I do really like that we can have pizza delivery at all times, and
nobody to tell you no.
nobody tell you no, except for not after like 2 a.m. just because the pizza places are all closed.
Oh, curse them.
Oof.
Okay, how about this?
Yeah.
We order pizza. Then we open the boxes and count all those little wrenches. And I'll drag a chair in here so you can sit down and supervise and describe the instructions to me.
Yeah. I will definitely use my feet to hold something still.
All right, deal. And that's our show. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Highwire.
I think this is the second straight month there was like parenting stuff, and I'm like, nope, none of this makes anything. Nope, none of
It
it.
keeps happening when you're hosting on us.
Oh,
Yes, it was super fun though. Yes,
Thank you.
intentional parents is also my my new improv team.
oh, see, that's something that I've actually talked to a lot of people about because I have so many friends that their parents just kind of like, well, that's what you do. And it wasn't like, oh, I'm going to put time and effort into helping this child and
Yes,
homework
Oh, wow.
and things like that. So
yes, intentional parenting is good parenting.
I just want to say for, all of those people who are watching who are going to be in Chicago the second weekend of July, we're going to be in
Yes.
the Dramatic Improv Festival.
Yes, that is. I'm on vacation that week, and when I saw the weekdays, I was like, oh man, because that would have been something I would have been like, I might even just go out and hang out with people because that just seems so fun. Because you guys are performing. Michael, you're teaching, correct?
I'm teaching, performing and teaching on Sunday, July 13th.
Oh, great. And I know lots of other people when I looked at it, just so many other folks, and it's
Yeah.
going to be an amazing festival.
It's a
And
super
I
cool
know
lineup.
I know you all are going to have a great time, and I can't wait to hear the stories. So yes, go check out the Mac Improv Festival. Go support Pride. Do all the good things. Yes, and thank you everybody for watching. We will be back Sunday. Yes, we'll be back Sunday. So we're going to wave and say goodbye.